Salem is no stranger to chaos, but this week, madness has a new face. Sophia Choi's world is collapsing, and in her desperation to protect her darkest secret, she's crossing lines no one thought she ever would. The question isn't whether she's lying anymore, it's what she's willing to do to keep the lie alive. From fake relationships to fires, from obsession to blackmail, this story has it all. And now, as Sarah Horton steps into Sophia's web of deception, fans are asking, will the truth set them free, or lead to another Salem tragedy? It all began with a baby, innocent, beautiful, and completely unaware that his very existence would ignite a storm that could tear Salem apart. Tesoro was supposed to be Tate Black's child, or so Sophia Choi insisted. For weeks, everyone believed her story. Tate tried to be supportive, Brady tried to be understanding, and even Sarah Horton, the ever-practical doctor, gave Sophia the benefit of the doubt. But Salem has a way of exposing lies, one secret at a time. When Brady's private investigation uncovered a shocking truth, that Tate was not Tesoro's biological father, the illusion crumbled. At first, fans thought maybe Sophia had simply made a mistake, that she'd been confused, scared, or pressured. But as details unfolded, the innocence faded. Sophia hadn't stumbled into a lie, she'd crafted one. The night of Tesoro's conception is still shrouded in mystery, fragments of memory she refuses to explain, flashes of pain she won't confront. And yet, rather than come clean, she clings to the fantasy. Because if Tate believes he's Tesoro's father, he'll stay. He'll love her. He'll never leave. And for a lonely, broken girl like Sophia, that illusion of love means more than truth ever could. But in Salem, truth has a habit of clawing its way to the surface. And when it does, someone always pays the price. Sarah Horton Kuriakis has spent her life saving others, patients, friends, even enemies. She's faced loss, betrayal, heartbreak, and still managed to keep her moral compass steady. But Sophia's case is different. This isn't just about medicine. It's about morality, motherhood, and manipulation. When Brady Black came to her with the DNA results, Sarah's instincts screamed that something was wrong. The test didn't just expose a lie, it hinted at danger. A pattern, a spiral, a young woman too desperate to face the truth. Determined to stop another Salem tragedy before it began, Sarah did what few dared, she confronted Sophia head-on. The confrontation was electric. Sophia sat clutching her child's blanket, her eyes darting from fear to defiance. Sarah's voice was steady, controlled. You owe it to your son, and to yourself, to tell the truth. But Sophia's face twisted with panic. Her hands trembled, her voice broke. You don't understand? I can't lose him. I won't. The air grew heavy. Sarah stepped closer, soft but firm. Sophia, you don't have to lose anyone. You just have to stop lying. And then, silence. Long, tense, deafening silence. Sophia's gaze hardened. Her tears vanished. Her breathing slowed. In that moment, something inside her snapped. Sarah didn't just confront a liar. She awakened something darker, a frightened girl on the edge of obsession. And from that second on, the doctor wasn't just an investigator, she became Sophia's next target. Sophia Choi's breakdown wasn't sudden, it was a slow, terrifying descent. A perfect storm of guilt, jealousy, and the unbearable fear of being alone. Her manipulations began small. She told a few half-truths, deleted a few messages, hid a few tears, but lies, like seeds, grow roots. And Sophia's roots were buried deep. When she sent those risque photos of Holly Jonas to Johnny DiMera, it wasn't just revenge, it was control. When she faked a relationship to block Johnny and Chanel's adoption, it wasn't mischief, it was obsession. She couldn't bear to see anyone else move forward while she felt trapped in the wreckage of her own mistakes. Then came the fire. Holly nearly died, and Sophia's mask began to crack. The guilt haunted her, but the paranoia was louder. She started seeing enemies everywhere, Brady, Tate, Chanel, and especially Sarah. The one woman who could take everything away with a single word. Sophia's mind became her own prison, a maze of memories she couldn't escape. Every whisper in Salem felt like judgment. Every glance felt like suspicion. So when Sarah came knocking again, demanding honesty, Sophia didn't see a doctor or a friend. She saw a threat, someone who had to be stopped, at any cost. That's when innocence turned into instability. And what began as a lie, started evolving into something far more dangerous. Because once a mind unravels in Salem, no one can predict what happens next. The spoilers for next week make one thing painfully clear: Sophia finally snaps. And the terrifying question that hangs over Salem is, how far will she go? Picture the moment. Sarah stands her ground, her tone calm but unwavering. I can't keep this secret, Sophia. The truth has to come out. Across from her, Sophia trembles. Her voice breaks as she whispers, "You don't understand. If you tell anyone, I'll lose everything." Her breathing quickens. Her pulse races. The baby cries in the background, echoing like a warning. Sarah reaches out, trying to comfort her, but it's too late. The switch has already flipped. It's no longer about logic, or ethics, or right and wrong. Now, it's pure survival. Sophia's mind fractures between love and fear. In one world, she's a terrified young mother begging for mercy. In the other, she's a desperate woman ready to do anything to protect her illusion of family. Viewers can almost feel her spiraling thoughts. What if Sarah just disappeared? Would it really be so wrong if it meant saving her child? Rumors swirl that Sophia could drug Sarah, lure her to an isolated cabin, or even stage an accident to keep her quiet. Because in Sophia's mind, this isn't cruelty, it's protection. She doesn't see herself as the villain. She sees herself as the victim of a cruel world trying to take her baby away. But in Salem, desperate acts always demand a price. And if Sophia crosses that line, the fallout won't just destroy her secret, it could destroy her soul. Beneath the chaos of Sophia's actions lies something far deeper, a psychological tragedy that's been building for months. Sophia's lies aren't calculated schemes from a hardened manipulator. They're survival tools, desperate attempts by a broken girl to control a world that's slipping away. Every lie is a wall, protecting her from pain. Every secret is a bandage, covering wounds she's too scared to face. And in her confusion, she's begun to rewrite reality itself. To Sophia, manipulation feels like love, because she believes love only lasts if she controls it. And secrecy feels like safety, because truth has only ever brought her loss. That's why Sarah terrifies her. Sarah is truth personified, calm, relentless, compassionate truth. The kind that doesn't scream, it simply waits until you can't run anymore. And Sophia can't handle that. She's too young, too damaged, too afraid to see that honesty could set her free. In every great soap story, the line between victim and villain blurs, and Sophia walks that razor's edge with heartbreaking precision. She's not a monster. She's terrified. But fear, when cornered, transforms into something lethal. And as the lies tighten around her, the tragedy isn't that Sophia's been exposed, it's that she's about to destroy the very love she's fighting to keep. By week's end, Salem will never be the same. If Sophia truly crosses the line, if Sarah disappears, or worse, is found injured, the shockwaves will be immediate and devastating. Brady Black will blame himself for ever trusting Sophia. His guilt will twist into anger, driving him to uncover the truth no matter who gets hurt. Tate, meanwhile, will be shattered. The girl he thought he loved could suddenly become the town's newest villain, and his heart won't know whether to mourn her or despise her. And Marlena Evans, she'll see the danger not just in Sophia's actions, but in her mind. The signs of obsession, trauma, and delusion will push Salem's favorite psychiatrist to intervene before the young mother self-destructs completely. As the investigation deepens, more secrets will bubble to the surface, Whispers of who Tessero's real father might be, clues hidden in the past that no one expected. Because this isn't just one girl's lie anymore. It's a chain reaction, a spark that could unravel friendships, destroy reputations, and expose the darkest corners of Salem's soul. And as the walls close in on Sophia, her tragedy won't stop with Sarah. It could consume everyone she's ever touched, and everyone who dared to care about her. So what happens next in this spiral of secrets and shattered hearts? Will Sophia truly kidnap Sarah to keep her secret buried? Will Sarah manage to escape and finally expose the truth about Tessero's real father? Or will this desperate act send Sophia past the point of no return, lost forever in her own madness? Every choice has a consequence, every lie leaves a scar, and in Salem, redemption never comes easy. Tell me your theories below. Do you think Sophia deserves forgiveness, or is this the beginning of her downfall? Hit that like button if you love the chaos, and don't forget to subscribe for more Days of Our Lives spoilers, secrets, and shocking twists. Because in Salem, the truth always rises, and it always destroys.